Which made me think, actually, I just brought up in front of me the 18-19 squad that we made Champions League final with.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. How strong is this squad that we've got now compared to that squad?
So that was Poch's
last season.
Last season.
Yeah. Which I think it probably stacks up pretty well against.
I would say... Well,
Obviously,
are we
Kane
talking
and-
about it when these players were talking about the 18-19
Well, if
at
you wanna
that
do
point,
that,
or was
then-
that their peak?
I mean, if you want to do that, we can talk about the last season at White Hart Lane team, because that was everyone at their pomp.
That was at them at their peak, yeah.
But obviously, we had star quality in Kane and Son that just got us out of the mud every week, and we don't have that. That's the issue.
Yeah, but I feel like we relied on Kane and Son a lot more after Poch to like get us out of the mud. Before then, it wasn't just them we were relying on.
Yeah, I felt like in this season, it might have been definitely in the Champions League run more Son than Kane.
Also, yeah,
Or in
Kane
the
was
Man
injured
City
quite a
game
bit.
anyway, yeah.
But in terms, if we're going through the squad, I think
Like the goalkeepers, Vorm,
Lloris.
Gazaniga, Lloris, I think, there's debatable saying that we got better goalkeepers now.
I still think Lloris was probably better than look. I think, but Vicario is probably better than Lloris playing at the back. And Vicario is a great shot stopper. I do think Lloris was a better shot stopper than Vicario. Like he was crazy. I think so underrated how good of a shot stopper he was. I still would pick prime Lloris over Vicario.
Is this prime Lloris though? The last year of the Champions
I think
League
then
run?
was still. It was like after that he was starting to decline a bit.
Gazaniga, Vorm against, Brandon Austin. Obviously, Vorm is better than Brandon Austin, I guess.
And Kinski.
And Kinski against Gazaniga. I put Kinski ahead of Gazaniga.
Yeah, probably.
But anyway,
Right back, Trippier and... Oh, we didn't have Walker then, but we had Walker.
no, it's Trippier and Aurier.
So this is that squad. So Trippier and Aurier versus Porro and Spence.
I go for Porro and Spence.
Yeah, probably.
I go for Porro and Spence.
Although, would you pick prime Trippier or Porro? Got to remember, this guy went to La Liga, won the league.
Yeah.
Brilliant for Newcastle.
But he left us this summer, right?
And we wanted him gone.
Yeah, we chased him out of the club.
Yeah, but that was a mistake in hindsight, I think.
In hindsight, yeah, it was a mistake, but he was actually poor that season.
He said he was injured that whole year.
Yeah.
Obviously, Aurier is Aurier.
I think as a pairing, you go for ours, Porro and Spence, over Trippier and Aurier.
I agree.
Left back, so who we had? Danny Rose, who was poor that year. And who else did we have?
Rose and Davis.
Rose and Davis.
Now we have a doggy in Davis, probably you could say.
Yeah, still Davis.
Nearly 10 years on.
Yeah, I'd go for a doggy over that Danny Rose for sure.
Yeah. I think a doggy's brilliant, but I know he's had injury problems, and when he's come back, hasn't been at his best sometimes. But I think when a doggy leaves Tottenham, I think we're gonna be saying he's our best ever left back in the Premier League.
Really, that's big words.
It's only him or Rose, isn't it?
Yeah, true.
We're not blessed with loads of great left backs.
Christian Ziga
And Ziga.
Anyone who is our best left back in the Premier League?
Rose.
Is it Rose?
Yeah,
it's
he's pretty
probably
clear. No one else is really there.
Yeah. Centre back is Toby, Jan, Juan Foyth, Eric Dyer. Now we got Kuti. Like basically, we're asking Jan and Toby against Van der Ven and Kuti. It's Jan and Toby clear.
It's Jan and Toby.
Yeah.
It has to be.
It's Jan and Toby clear. Midfield, we have Wanyama, Winks, Sissoko, Dembele.
On paper, you could argue we have a better set of midfielders. But Dembele didn't even make the Champions League final. He was sold
we
before
sold him
then.
in January, yeah.
Winks and Sissoko, is that what we're talking about?
Yeah, basically, Winks and Sissoko dragged us to the Champions League final.
Yeah, which, I would much prefer Pep Bentancur, Paulinho,
Yeah.
and Sarenberg, Val.
But obviously, the only player at their best out of them lot that gets into our team, well, would you say Wanyama at his best is better than Paulinho at his best?
Ooh. I would say that one season of Wanyama is probably better than any season of Paulinho.
And Dembele at his best.
It's of course, he's incredible.
So probably say prime those players getting against our guys. Attacking midfielder was Dele and Ericsson. And like Dele and Ericsson, like in their prime, was just like, wow, they walk into this team. They walk in.
Definitely. But they weren't in their prime in that year.
Yeah.
I remember Eriksson had a bit of a poor year because he was looking to leave.
Yeah. Left winger was Sonnen and Kudu.
Over
And again, there's no
Johnson.
debate here. This is prime Son we're
Johnson,
talking about.
Tell, Odebert.
This is prime Son we're talking about. So left wing, they get it. Right wing, Lucas Moura, Eric Lamela. I mean,
I say Kudus, yeah.
Kudus over Lucas Moura and Lamela, yeah. And Harry Kane is Harry Kane, so there's no debate there.
Yeah. But if we're talking squad-wise,
Kane, Janssen, Llorente.
over Moani, Solanke and Richarlison.
Yeah. I still take Kane just because it's Kane.
Yeah, but Janssen and Llorente, you're probably taking our strikers over that now.
Yes, but if you're taking the trio, I'm still taking the trio with that.
Yeah, you're taking Kane, yeah. But in terms of depth, you could argue we've got a stronger depth now.
You can argue it, but you know, Llorente was so important to us that year.
Yeah, but we're talking about who's got a stronger squad, I guess.
Yeah. I would say depth we've got stronger now, but if you said to me, would you swap those three? I would say yes.
Is this the strongest squad since Poch?
Since Poch, yeah, for sure. For sure, this is the strongest squad since Poch.
Conte, Mourinho, Nuno, and
100%. There's no even debate about it. Like, name me a stronger squad that we've had since. Apart from like the Mourinho squad when we had Kane and Son out there, like just smashing it every team. You could say that, but it was only Kane and Son really. Like we had no one else. So as a squad, I think this is it.
Yeah, I think it's much better. I think it's the best. You can even say when we had Poch, like we had an amazing first 11, but beyond that was not great, was it?
Yeah, I know, but the
You're
quality
putting
of
Wimmer
first
in there,
11,
you're putting in
though,
G,
like,
and you're putting these kind of players in.
it's true, but even like in prime Poch, we used to get like big injuries and we used to just handle it.
Yeah, we handled it, but it wasn't so many. It wasn't like loads at one time.
Yeah.
It was like one or two, I remember, usually. But yeah, you could argue.
Like Vertonghen would go out for like 2 months and Kevin Wimmer would just come in and just be sensational.
Yeah, it was crazy. And then, I remember Rose got ruled out for 6 months and Davis came in and was great.
Yeah.
So it happened. But I think, yeah, in terms of squad depth and as a squad, it might be a stronger like depth of squad. I mean, yeah, obviously the 11 was much better then, but in terms of the squad, I mean,
So what would you prefer then? Would you prefer the prime Pochettino squad or the prime or this squad that we've got now? Because you're saying that the depth is probably better now, but the first 11 smashes our first 11.
Yeah. If you're doing combined 11, yeah, it's majority 16, 17 Spurs for
So
sure.
would you prefer an unbelievable first 11 with not much depth or the first 11 we got now with better depth?
That's
Probably
the
the
thing.
first 11.
Well, yeah, that's the thing, but it held us back, didn't it? We finished second, but we didn't do anything in any of the cups, did we?
We finished second, yeah, but we're saying we're only going to finish fifth.
But maybe we'll win an FA Cup.
Yeah, to be fair though, we got
Could.
close in cups. Like we didn't get to a FA Cup final. We got to a few semi-finals. We got to a Carabao Cup final with Pochettino. We got to Champions League final with Pochettino. So like we were very close in the cups as well. Don't forget.
That specific season we weren't, I think.
What in the Champions League run?
Not that one. Our last season at the Lane, we got knocked.
Didn't we get to the FA Cup semi-final?
We got
that
knocked out of the group stage of the Champions League.
year? Yeah, but we got to FA Cup semi-final,
Yeah, we did. Semi-final. We lost to Chelsea.
yeah, which we should have won that year.
Carabao, we got knocked out early.
Yeah,
And then Champions League was group stages.
yeah. So
Hopefully we'll do better in the group stages this year, hopefully.
yeah, I'm certain of it. But you know, who did we play in the group? We had CSK Moscow. Was it that group?
Monaco.
Yeah,
and
we played at
Leverkusen.
Wembley.
And Leverkusen, yeah.
So yeah.
Let us know in the comment section, is best squad since Poch? Better squad than Poch? Want to know what people think.
Yeah, let us know in the comment section below.